Hi everyone. The blues scale is a minor pentatonic scale plus a blue note. It's technically a wrong note, so if you linger on it, it can sound dissonant. If you're passing through it, it gives you a moment of tension which gives us the bluesy sound we're after. Technically, there's a major and a minor version of the blues scale, but when people say the blues scale, they normally refer to the minor one. So from this point onwards, I'll just call it the blues scale, and then I'll talk about the major blues scale in a different video. This is what the A blues scale looks like across the whole neck, which is rather daunting. So what we do is we break it up into 5 manageable patterns. Now you can find these patterns by using root notes as landmarks, but there's another way using chords, very similar to the caged method of finding the major scale. I did a whole video on the caged method, so it's worth having a look at that first. Before we look at the scale patterns, here's a very quick bit of theory for you. The notes of the A natural minor scale are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The minor scale is the 5 safest notes. By safe, I mean the notes that can be played regardless of which minor mode you may be playing with, whether it be Dorian, Phrygian or Aeolian. If those names are alien to you, feel free to have a look at my video on modes of the major scale. The blues scale simply adds a note to that pentatonic scale, a note of tension, specifically a flat 5, which we'll call the blue note. The triads in the key of A minor are A minor, B diminished, C, D minor, E minor, F and G. Notice there are 3 minor chords, and we can use the A blues scale, D blues scale and E blues scale in this key. Apart from the blue notes, all the notes belong to the key. However, it's the A blues scale that shares a tonic with the key, and so that's the safest blues scale to use and the one we'll be focusing on here. So here's pattern 1. So I played 5/8, 5/6/7, and that 6 is the blue note. Notice how weird it sounds if I linger on it. And then 5/7, 5/7/8. That's another blue note, by the way. And 5/8, 5/8. The root notes, of course, are here, here, and here. Notice on the diagram, I've drawn a chord underneath that scale pattern, and it looks like this. It's an E minor shaped bar chord. And you can use that chord as a landmark to help you find that scale pattern. Pattern 2 looks like this. That was 8, 10, 11. There's the blue note. 7, 10, 7, 10. 7, 8, 9 with the blue note in the middle. 8, 10, 8, 10, 11. Notice how this fits over a D minor shaped chord, or D minor shaped bar chord. Pattern 3 looks like this. That was 10, 11, 12 with the blue note in the middle. 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 9, 12, 10, 13, 10, 11, 12. Notice how that fits over this weird kind of C minor shaped triad. So it's derived from a C shape, but flat with a flattened third there, so we get this chord. It's a horrible chord, you wouldn't want to play it, but knowing it's there, you can know that pattern 3 is always going to fit over it. Pattern 4 looks like this. That was 12, 15, 12, 15, 12, 13, 14 with the blue note in the middle. 12, 14, 13, 15, 16, there's the blue note, 12, 15. And that fits over this A minor shaped bar chord. This is one of my favourite patterns after pattern 1 because we're so much more familiar with those bar chords, the A minor shape and the E minor shape. So the whole point of this is that you can take these chords and know there's a pattern that fits right there. I could literally play the chord and then solo right over that area. Pattern 5 looks like this. That was 15, 17, 15, 17, 18 as the blue note, 14, 17, 14, 17, 15, 16, 17 with the blue note in the middle, 15, 17. And of course, everything's come full circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to pattern 1. Of course, we could put pattern 5 down here as well. 3, 5, 3, 5, 6, 2, 5, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5. You may have noticed that people often use this minor version of the blues scale over major chord progressions, like major blues chord progressions. Technically that's wrong, but it's not very wrong because most blues is played over dominant 7 chords. So if I play pattern 1, this flat 7 is in the chord most of the time anyway, so that's okay. You've got a minor third, now that is just plain wrong when you're playing over something major. But what we do is we slightly pull it up towards the correct major third. So I'll play a major progression into my pedal here. And you'll notice that the minor third sounds wrong if I don't do anything with it. If I play the major third, it sounds good. So what we do is we slightly pull that wrong note up towards the right one. Here it is again, on 8 of the thin string, or 8 of the thick string. This means, of course, you could, in theory, play the major and the minor blues scale, and I'll do a whole video about that. One thing people do with a blue note is because it's a moment of tension, they often just pass through it, and that's kind of cool. So you pass through or slide in and out. But there's no reason why you can't start a lick on a blue note for a bit more tension, like, or pattern 5, I could start on the blue note, quickly move out of it. Blue notes are also a great way to move between patterns. Watch what happens if I go from pattern 1 to 2 to 3, using the blue note as a kind of segue. Back. As always, thanks for watching. If you could click like and subscribe, you'd be helping me massively. Anyway, I shall see you soon. Bye for now.